Hey everybody, John McClain with FPS Holsters here, and for this range day review, I put 500 rounds to the Rock Island Armory STK200. The gun ran smooth. Me and my gear? Well, that's another story, so let's just get right into it. 500 rounds, no malfunctions, 0. That's exactly what I wanted to see, but I did have a couple issues that were mostly gear related, not necessarily gun performance related. So first off, my optic kept coming loose. That's my fault. I normally use thread locker, and instead I just threw this CCW Defender on, and it kept coming loose. So that's not going to happen again. Now next, the set screw in the rear sight backed out, which caused the rear sight to come out of the slide. When I tried to reinstall it though, I found that the set screw is like some insanely small size, and it's set so deep into the sight that none of my tools in my range bag were small enough or skinny enough to actually get to it. So that's something I'm going to be recommending that we change. One of the perks of working for the company, right? So now, as far as the STK200 goes, I love the aluminum grip. Like, it softens the feel of 9mm just enough to notice, but it doesn't make the gun super heavy to carry. Even with an optic and a TLR7 from Streamlight, I mean, it's still something that I could and did comfortably wear all day long. Glock magazines, I've got them everywhere, and if you don't, well, they're pretty dirt cheap to buy compared to a lot of the other options that are out there for magazines with firearms. Okay, now the grip texture is right on point. Like, good contact without feeling like your hands getting grated by a cheese grater. The ambidextrous magazine release is a nice touch. I actually used it quite a bit when I was holstered and I was trying to figure out how many rounds I have in the magazine. So like, it was nice to have that, but it's not so soft that you are going to accidentally bump it and drop your mag out. Okay. The trigger is flat-faced, and it's better. I feel like it's better than a stock Glock trigger, but not quite up to par with like top-tier aftermarket triggers. So I'm happy with it, but I'm going to do a deep dive into upgrade potential in another video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of when that drops. Now, as the last video, I wrapped up this session running a USPSA course of fire. Let's roll that beautiful made-up match footage.
Stage 1 is to draw and fire 6 shots at 7 yards. My time was 2.49. Stage 2 at 7 yards is 3 shots, perform a tactical reload, and fire 3 more shots. My time for this stage was a 5.66. Stage 3 is going to be at 10 yards. You're going to fire 2 shots strong hand only, switching to your weak hand, and fire 2 shots. My time for this stage was 5.53. Stage 4 is starting at 10 yards. You're going to fire 2 shots, move 5 yards laterally, fire 2 shots, and then 5 yards back, fire 2 shots. Time of 8.65. Stage 5 starts at 15 yards. You're going to fire 2 shots and perform an emergency reload while moving to the 10-yard mark, and then fire 4 shots. Time was 5.44. Stage 6 is starting at 10 yards, fire 2 shots, move back to 15, fire 2 shots, and then move to the 20-yard line, fire 2 more shots. Time of 8.85. Stage 7 is at the 10-yard mark. You're going to fire 5 shots, perform an emergency reload, and fire 5 more shots. Time was 6.81. And the final stage 8 is at the 25-yard mark. You're going to fire 2 shots from the draw and repeat this 3 times. The first time was 2.21, second time 2.15, and the final time of 2.19.
All right, let's take a look at the numbers. Final hit count was 7 Charlies and 1 Delta. Yeah, the optic shifted on me, so still, that's a 232 out of 250 potential points in a total time of 49.98 seconds. That gave me a hit factor of 4.6418. So a little bigger gun, a little better performance. And it also helps when your optic stays put, for sure. So all in all, the STK200 feels amazing to grip and rip. There are a couple things I like to tweak, especially that rear sight set screw. And maybe finding a way to add a mag well. But as it stands, absolute solid performer. And I look forward to putting many more rounds downrange with this. So thank you so much for watching this range day review of the STK200 from Rock Island Armory. I am John McClain with FPS Holsters, and remember, if you're gonna miss, at least look good doing it. Take care.